Have you ever thought about getting into real estate, maybe even commercial real estate, but you don't know where to start or what kind of money that it would take? Well, let's get some answers to all of that. Welcome Sri Gopireddy, who's joining me today. Sri, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much.
During the commercial, I kind of joked. I said, people, when it comes to real estate, they were like, I want to dip my toe in, but then I don't. I'm a little, hesitant. So you're going to kind of break down some stuff for us. But kind of tell me about you first. What do you specialize in?
I specialize in commercial real estate, but I typically started with mortgages, residential real estate, and then transitioned into commercial real estate. Now I took another step because I'm not finding too many properties. I become land acquisition, building commercial properties, and now I'm doing a couple of multi-unit commercial properties in Silicon Valley.
And you're helping us. And
yes.
You're helping others.
Yes.
And you were talking about Silicon Valley and stuff. I'm hearing though that commercial real estate in some states, California, some places, it's really booming. Why do you think that is?
Especially if you look at Silicon Valley,
yeah.
like if you take the top 5 companies of like 50 companies, top 5, 10, 50, 100, everybody has presence in Silicon Valley. Look at Google, Facebook, Apple, and add Amazon and Microsoft. Like all of them have presence in Silicon Valley, and they own their own real estate, and also in the process, Uber is like coming up with IPO, and several companies in a year will be coming up with IPOs, and there will be like multi-million dollars. People will be earning, the employees basically. Yeah. So there will be everybody is making money through either real estate or through employment or stock market. So where the money goes, again, it goes back into like real estate investments and so on.
I think that's what makes it very attractive to
yes.
some people. So if someone says, all right, I'm ready, I want to do it, I want to dip my toe in, I want to get involved, what are some of your suggestions for somebody new?
It's my suggestion is just like in stock market, you just don't want to dive into it right away. You get your feet wet. First is like, stock market is different. Like, you can allocate 5,000, 2,000 and still you can learn, you can falter. But in real estate, deep dive with the information and do your analytics for the region and your own appetite for holding. Because real estate is a game where you had to hold it long time. Yeah. Then only you like benefit from that. And so you need to know like your own backyard economy, the jobs, and then data from the last 15, 20 years and so on. And then crunch all of that and start slowly and in a small way. And you don't need to live in commercial real estate. The beauty of it is you can invest anywhere across the country because the tenant is paying the triple net lease, which is like basically they are paying your property tax and insurance and common area maintenance. So you're like mostly hands off, and you don't get the calls like for repairs, unlike right. The residential real estate where if you lease and then tenant can potentially call you sometime, and then all those issues are addressed and taken care of.
I think that's another reason why it's very attractive
yes.
for people. And people knew that you were coming on to talk about commercial real estate. Even some of the staff here has already been asking you questions. But I'm kind of curious, what is the biggest question that you normally get asked?
It's basically, it's a different animal. And most of the people who come to look forward to investing in commercial, they're already like, they bought some residential real estate and they're equipped with that knowledge. But when it comes to commercial real estate, the zoning laws of the cities, the planning department, you may be potentially dealing with the planning body and then buildings and permits, and environmental issues is another big area, like where, soil testing, environmental issues. And so there are so many unknowns in the commercial real estate, unlike, the residential real estate, which is like very predictable. Yeah. And none of these actually are a problem in residential real estate. So it's a fear of unknown, what you're going to deal with. Like you end up with buying a property and suddenly you find there is some environmental issues, or soil testing gets you into some other problematic area, or city may come up with and say that whatever your intended purpose, like you can't use the building for that purpose. So you have to do a lot of due diligence, and also you need to work with some real estate professional who believes in do unto others as you do unto. So It's kind of, I'm a firm believer of that, and then many religions like teach you that, like, you don't want the pain, and then you don't want to cause the pain to others.
Oh, yeah.
And that's very important, like, somebody who is like knowledgeable with integrity and then a belief to give the best to the customers.
Well, if somebody wants to get into this, you're obviously a wonderful resource to use. I'm going to let everybody know how they can get a hold of you, Sri, to learn some more information. You go over all of kind of what we've been talking about, including money and a lot of other things. But I want to thank you so much for coming in.
Thank you.
Absolutely. We learned so much. And to learn even more or to join the Commercial Investing Mastermind, please visit channelrealestate.com or call 408-393-4722.